Hi, everyone. Welcome to another amazing Wednesday Wisdom event. And today we are talking Fun in the Sun with Elizabeth Rose, and it's just going to be a great class. We have, of course, Royal Crown Diamond Terry Seacrest with us. And Elizabeth, you guys, she is a gold leader, and of course, Terry's daughter. And nobody knows how to do travel and adventure quite like Elizabeth does. And so I'm so excited to hear from her. But first, Terry, would you like to say hi? And
Yeah, I'd like to say hi to everybody and say you girls are the expert in this. So I am here to learn from you today because you girls are literally the expert. I have made so many mistakes in Fun in the Sun, such as laying in the ocean in Florida, with the sun on my face, just baking my skin, every mistake you could make. So I'm here to learn from you girls today.
oh, that's lovely. And can I just say, because this isn't part of the class, okay? But I want to let you guys know that if you're not taking a little bit of your liquid foundation or the powder, if you use Melissa Poppins powder or Peppings powder, and adding it to your Young Living mineral sunscreen with a little bit of facial moisturizer, that's what I use for foundation every single day here in Florida. Every day you need a little bit of sun protection. So if you have the Art Intensive Moisturizer, you can push down on it so it creates a little bit in the top, little bit of foundation, and a squeeze of that mineral sunscreen. Swirl it all around and apply it with your foundation brush. You'll have coverage and you'll have that sun protection. Just throwing that right out
Beverly,
there.
that would be so great for you to demonstrate for us. Maybe not today, but if you
Yeah.
could demonstrate that, I can't visualize what you're saying right now.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I can absolutely demonstrate it because I'm telling you, I do it like every day almost. So
Beautiful, beautiful.
great. Oh, how do you access Melissa's powder now? Oh, I'll get you a link. She's got what
Oh,
does anybody remember what her line is called? It's escaping my brain right now.
Oh gosh, I do not, sadly, but I've heard it's just obviously awesome.
Yeah, I'll go find the link and I'll pop it into the chat. So Elizabeth, I'm excited to hear too, all about Fun in the Sun. Oh, let me give you permission for you to share your screen here.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, there
Awesome.
you go.
Now, should we go ahead and we're recording? Okay, awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
Believe
Oh,
it or not.
yay! For you guys, to just know a little bit about the behind the scenes. Sometimes I pull out my phone, I'm like, Beverly, record, record.
uh-huh.
We have all these little SOS behind the Zoom screen text messages that go
It's
back
so funny.
and
So
forth
many of you guys
sometimes.
remind me to hit record. I feel like I have my like record cheering section. But what I love about it is that it helps us know that so many of you really care to watch the replays and know that it's being recorded. So it makes me feel good. I do not mind my record cheering section. Thank you very much.
But also, an hour of our time is so valuable and an hour of everyone's time that joins us for Wednesday Wisdom. So, how cool that we can multiply our efforts by actually posting these recordings up on YouTube and then they're on the Royal Dream Team Facebook group. So, we know for a fact, even because of the stats from last night's teaching, that so many more folks watch these after the fact that are able to get on during Wednesday Wisdom. So we just love that this goes far and wide. And hopefully, if there's a teaching you really love, feel free to grab that link from my YouTube channel and share it out with your team. Maybe put it in an email or put it on a page that you have and go, oh, I love this teaching today. Go check it out type of thing.
And Elizabeth, could Beverly put that YouTube link up? I've had people say they don't know where to find our videos. So let's put that
Yes, that would
YouTube
be
link
great.
up and
Yeah.
boy, yeah, share it. So much valuable information. Okay, girl, I can't wait to learn from you. Come on, bring it on, baby.
Let's go ahead and get started. Fun in the sun. So, what we thought would just be wonderful, even though we've taught this class so many times, um, new folks, and we just always love a good reminder, right? And so, with the amazing Young Living products that we have access to, there are so many great things. And so, specifically, when I was in Walmart a week ago and I was choosing some things for the trip that I'll be using in France and Italy coming up soon, of course, I was in the aisle with sunscreen, and there was a mom, and she was talking to her friend, and they were talking about what type of sunscreen they were going to get for their kids. And at the time, I was not bold enough to just jump in and say, "Oh, hey, I have a great alternative. Can I tell you about Young Living?" I really should have done that, because it makes my heart sad every time I see folks um buying products that we know probably have ingredients that we want to avoid.
Mhm.
So for one of those, oxybenzone would be a name. Oxybenzone. Look it up, and just if a product has oxybenzone in it, put it on your no-no list. Another really interesting thing is there is an app called the Dirty, no, what is it? It's it's not the Dirty Dozen. I'm gonna have to think of the name of this app because you actually put in the name of a product. It tells you all the ingredients that are in there if it's like on the low toxicity level or high toxicity level. And it's absolutely phenomenal because you just sometimes we look at a label and it might look all green and say natural and stuff, but who knows if it still has some things in there that we might not actually want to use. So
Mhm.
thankfully, because of Young Living, I mean, I've gone through all the ingredients in their products because folks ask me about it. However, now I do somewhat blindly order because I've already looked at the ingredients once. I don't need to look through them again, and I feel safe sharing them and recommending them today. So here is the cool thing. If we are talking about getting out there, getting in the sun, did you guys know that when something says SPF 30, or let's say SPF 50, okay, because that's an easy number to deal with. SPF 50 means that however long you can usually be in the sun without sunburning, that's how long you can be in the sun plus 50% longer. So if you can be in the sun for 1 hour and feel really good and not get sunburned, then if you apply the mineral sunscreen lotion from Young Living, the SPF 50, then you could stay out in the sun an hour and a half longer, or an extra half hour longer than you normally would. What's beautiful though is I find it works a little bit longer than that. So generally I can stay out in the sun about 2 hours with pretty intense sun without starting to feel that over sun exposure type of a thing. And if you want a really good video to share with others about the sunscreen and why it does what it does and how, get geeky, go to YouTube and check out Young Living's video on their YouTube channel about the mineral sunscreen. What I'm thinking I'll do after today's class is actually compile a list of links because I'm going to share a lot of things and it's a little bit more going to be a resource class, I think, today of where to find what you're looking for because I want you guys to have access to this after today's class.
Awesome. And I'll see if I can find that video and put the link in the chat also. But can I
Thank
just add,
you.
Elizabeth, that one of the things that
Yes.
I love about our sunscreen is the fact that it is infused with heliochrysum. There is carrot seed essential oil in there, and also the amazing sacred frankincense oil. And these three essential oils, you guys, are such a restorative powerhouse to your skin. And I know when you hear the words restorative powerhouse, you're like, oh, Bev, it sounds so marketing and so cliche, right? But the truth of the matter is that heliochrysum is actually it is so healing and restorative. It's actually referred to as like the resurrection plant, right? Because it
Yes.
can heal itself and it can actually resurrect itself. And those essential essences the oil that is actually in mineral sunscreen. If you want to talk about sun damage and even healing your skin from sun damage, the
Mm-hmm.
heliotrism and the carrot seed are two things you want on your skin. And more than that, sacred frankincense will not only even out skin tone, but when you add it to your moisturizer, it can start getting to work on fine lines and wrinkles as well. So, um,
Yes.
it's going to protect you from UVA and UVB, which is great. But there are other zinc active ingredient mineral sunscreens out there on the market that have zinc in it. That is the active ingredient in this mineral sunscreen that protects your skin. But you guys, a lot of those mineral sunscreens, the zinc that they use can actually sink into your skin and get into your bloodstream in a way that is not helpful for your skin or your body. The zinc that is in the Young Living Mineral Sunscreen does not do that. It is ocean friendly, it is coral reef friendly. So if you are going snorkeling, you're not going to have to worry about damaging marine life or coral reefs when you use the Young Living Mineral Sunscreen. So I highly recommend it. And as I said before, I will combine that with my favorite skin moisturizer and just a dab of foundation, and I will use it as my face foundation daily for just daily sun protection. And I don't have to worry about the downsides of chemical sunscreens.
Yeah, that is such a neat thing, Beverly, that you can add your facial. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the lovely color to it.
Yeah, yeah, the a little bit of foundation. And that's
Yeah, a
just
little bit of
if you
foundation.
if you put the mineral sunscreen directly on your skin, you're going to notice that it's a little powdery. Okay, it'll look a little powdery on your skin. Not bad, but the more melanin you have to your skin, the more you see that powder in there.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
that's one of the reasons why I add a little foundation to it, as opposed to just. But if I'm just at home, you guys, I will just apply it to my skin and I won't even worry about it. But as I begin to tan in the summer, you can definitely notice that little bit of powder in there. So I just toss a little foundation in there.
I will say though, it is not as bad as some folks you see walking around and their face is just white.
Right? Oh, I
This?
highly agree with that. That's that other kind of zinc. That other thicker kind of zinc is not very healthy for your bloodstream. So you have to be
Yeah.
careful. But the Young Living Lavaderm After Sun Spray, you
Oh
guys, my
my goodness.
son has converted more people to Young Living with that product than I think just about any other product, right, Elizabeth?
It is so because it has a little bit of peppermint in it. It is cooling. And at the same
Mhm.
time, same thing, Beverly. So many of my friends, I've had people that just want to buy a bottle off of me because they got a sunburn and I let them use it. And oftentimes I gift it to them and then they go buy their own bottle. So this truly is, and you don't even have to get burned before you use it. I mean, just even being out in the sun and just wanting to kind of spritz off and cool off your skin is absolutely amazing. But I love the double, triple use that it has too, because for instance, if you do get like a minor cut, it's also soothing on a cut. Walking around, you step on something, um, working in the garden, so scrapes, cuts, even insect bites, it can be very soothing to an insect bite. And of course, my first go-to usually is purification, but the purification blend of oil. But what's neat is that sometimes we just have to use what we have on hand. So we get used to figuring out which products have dual uses. And that after sun spray is one that has so many dual uses.
Yes, yes. Now, I would love to share a little sunscreen hack that has to do with the Lavaderm. And
Yeah.
that is if you absolutely love spray on sunscreen. Um, and you guys know, like, so with our mineral sunscreen, here, I'm gonna flip around my screen and I'm just gonna show you
Mhm.
guys this lovely recipe right here. Feel free to take a little screenshot with it. Okay. So the continuous spray bottle, I'm going to go to the top of the blog. This is what it looks like right here. I actually found a bunch of these over at Marshall's for $4 a piece. Okay. You
Oh
can also
my.
get them on Amazon, but this is the misting bottle. So it's not like a squirt bottle like you use for cleaning products. It's the misting bottle. By the way, between me, you, and the wall, just a little bit of extra info. I actually put my thieves cleaner into my misting bottle. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you that it's a cap of thieves cleaner. You fill the rest with water. It cleans everything. And my cleaner lasts for forever now. Like, it's so good, especially on glass. But for this purpose, what you want to do is grab your bottle. You're going to squeeze an entire, now do this in a bowl. Okay. Let me give you a little hack here. Put it into a bowl. Don't just put it right into the bottle. Take a bowl, empty a tube of sunscreen, the Young Living sunscreen in particular, the mineral sunscreen. Then you're going to add half a bottle of Lavaderm to it. I also add half a bottle of Clariderm to it. Okay. Then you're going to use about 8 ounces of your fractionated coconut oil. That is MCT oil. The liquid coconut oil is going to go in next, followed by 20 drops of lavender and 20 drops of that carrot seed. Okay. Take out a whisk, and I have a frother. I actually bought a little handheld milk frother just for creating my sunscreen. Okay, so whisk it up, froth it up, get everything to combine really well, and fill up your spray bottle. This is going to create the most beautiful, silky spray-on sunscreen that's going to be so much easier to get onto the kids. And more than that, you guys, if you don't want to wear foundation and have something a little thicker on your skin, you can spray this spray over your skin and just give it a real gentle pat down. And you're going to have that sun protection and all of the healing goodness that comes with those oils. So I hope you guys took a little photo of that. Absolutely, hands down, my favorite recipe of the summer.
I have a suggestion. I think we should all put in the chat if we would like Miss Beverly and Miss Elizabeth to do a video on this.
Oh my gosh, are we gonna, you know what we
Ooh.
need is we need like we need to do a demo Wednesday wisdom.
Yes,
We do. We absolutely should. With all the
And
recipes.
Terry, if we're doing demo Wednesday wisdom, that means that you're gonna have to demo a cooking. I want a little
well,
cooking demo in
absolutely,
too.
but that's kind of a different class. But this is like the fun in the sun class. I think we need a video demo of this, Bev. It's brilliant. It's so
Yeah,
brilliant. And then
absolutely.
Elizabeth,
Your sister.
Elizabeth has so many hacks. Are you going to talk about your balm today, Elizabeth?
Oh, I absolutely can. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
talk
your
about
skin
that.
balm.
No,
Okay.
okay, so here's what's exciting too about just the products that are on this one slide. Okay, this one slide. The coconut butter, you guys, it's on the 30% off sale. And it
Oh,
ends today at
yes.
midnight. So if you are in love with this lime coconut butter, you need to go
Yep.
grab it right now. 30%
Yes.
off, you guys.
I did it. I added it to my order, so it's going out soon, later today. Well, what if we move on to this amazing talk about keeping the pesky bugs away? So we've covered
Yes.
all of our sun needs. Now, when you're outdoors, there's all those other little creatures that like to come and check you out and decide if you're munchable or not. And so this little insect repellent tells them that no, in fact, you are not munchable and you are not tasty, and they don't even want to land on you or fly close to you.
I love the insect repellent, and you guys, it's safe enough to use on your pets.
Yeah.
And the insect repellent also comes in wipes, and I keep those wipes in my car. And when I'm taking my dogs out, I will actually wipe them down with an insect repellent wipe.
Yeah, that is fabulous. So the
Oh,
fun
look, Terry's
thing
got the
is,
wipes over there.
oh, good. Here, let me, well, yep, there we go. Yeah, the
Terry,
wipes are awesome. Hold them up again real quick, Mom. Yay, there we go. Yeah, they
Look at
are. Oh,
this.
they're in my other room. Super easy, single serving wipes. Like when I go to France, I'm going to keep that in my purse, just one or two individual wipes. And what's so fun is, I mean, you have it if you need it, you don't have it if you don't, but you're not carrying around a big bottle. So, granted, for a summer, I recommend getting one of each of these just so that you have access to what you need. And cool thing, it is DEET free and it's just 100% plant-based formula with all those lovely oils like lavender, lemongrass, citronella, etc. So it smells great. And actually, what I like about it is that I do get really dry skin. And so I will use this as a moisturizer. Like if I'm camping and I wake up and I take a shower or I do a little baby light bath and I can tell like my skin is really dry, or I get out of the water from kayaking and my skin is dry, I'm thinking, well, I want to keep the bugs off too. So I just take this bottle of it, squirt it in there, and I just use it like a lotion. And it's very moisturizing to the skin. But then because of that moisture, it's actually going to keep the essential on your skin longer than if you just took a drop of peppermint and rubbed it on. Because that peppermint essential oil, as we tell folks, will soak in about 5 minutes. So it'll still work to repel the bugs for a while, but not nearly as long as using the actual insect repellent. So I was just stoked when they came out with that. And alrighty, so talking about traveling, camping, and going to the beach and going to the river and all this fun stuff. Sadly, Young Living doesn't have the Bon Voyage pack anymore, but here's the cool thing. If you can imagine just going to the store and getting a few travel-sized bottles, whatever you already use at home, as we know, like Young Living has the shampoo, conditioner, body washes, soaps, etc. You can take all of that you have in your bathroom, put it in your own to-go little containers, and have a baggie of it. But what is fun is, did you know? Okay, I want us to write in the chat. Let's do this challenge. Write in the chat uses for the chapstick. Okay, other than using it as a chapstick. Ready, set, go. We're going to talk about this for a minute. What are some other uses for that little lavender lip balm or the grapefruit lip balm? I think the lavender is the most universal one because lavender is the most universal oil. Does
Yes,
anybody
I
on here want to
agree.
raise your hand and give some
Oh, what about
uses?
a bug bite? Do you use it
Mm-hmm.
for bug bites?
Mm-hmm. If that's what you have with you, you could use it on a bug bite.
Uh, what
Oh,
else?
they're
What
so
else?
good too for just minor burns. If you don't have one in your little kitchen drawer,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
just smear it right on there.
I mean, you burn yourself on a grill, just stick it right on there because it has lavender, but it's going to keep it moisturized. Okay. Ears. If your ears get sunburnt, moisturize it on your ears.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. You're curling your hair and you get a burn right here on your scalp somewhere. Put your lavender lip balm right on there.
Oh, that's great. Ellen says lavender lip balm works on cuts, burns, and bites. Oh, you're so right. You're
Yeah.
so right. Christine Jacobson would say that the lavender is her boo-boo stick. She calls it a boo-boo stick. Kids carries it around.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good
Yes.
name for it. I like that.
Me. Mia says cracked fingertips in the winter.
Ooh,
100%.
that's a good
Oh,
one.
that's a good
Yep, yep.
idea.
And also, because I've been working
Oh,
with horses a lot, I actually just did that the other day. I was driving down the road and my cuticles were coming off because I'd just been scrubbing a horse. And so I just put that lip balm on my cuticles and it worked really good.
It's funny you would say that because I actually I'll put it on my callus. So
Mm-hmm.
like
Oh,
sometimes
yeah.
I like to work out, and sometimes you're just like not using your gloves, so you get like the little calluses right here. And
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
lavender lip balm actually works really well on those calluses.
What's
okay,
nice
girl.
is if you
I
catch
I
them soon
promise,
enough. Yeah, go ahead.
Elizabeth, I promise to stay on script, and now you're going to just roll your eyeballs. I have to say something off the script.
Uh-oh. Okay, go for it.
Because we're talking about these kind of weird hacks. Okay, put it in the chat if you have ever used Thieves toothpaste as a deodorant. It is the best deodorant ever, guys. Best deodorant ever.
It works. It works.
Okay, back
Except
on
every once in
script.
a while, you'll get a little ring around your armpit, though. So be careful
Although
of that.
I have to say, Thieves toothpaste on a little zit blemish, also
Yes,
10 out of 10. Just throwing that
best
out there.
ever.
It's like
Best
while we're
ever.
off script, let's go way off. Okay, so
Let's
yeah.
do it. Do it. I'm fine with that. Let's have fun. Oh, no, absolutely. So okay, talking about deodorant and thieves, here's the thing. It is really beneficial if you can get away from the antiperspirant deodorants that have aluminum in it. But it's not the easiest thing because oftentimes you have to cleanse your armpits. Like our armpits are just this mass of bacteria. And every time we reapply deodorant, it keeps that bacteria from actually coming out of our skin, right? That's the smell. Like the smell that you smell when you sweat is toxins coming out of your body. So ultimately, to not smell as bad, it would be helpful to do a detox. And so to do like at night, for instance, what I'll do sometimes is after I shower, I don't put deodorant on. I put purification on my armpits. And
That's actually very smart, honey. It brings out poison.
yeah, because
That's
the
really
oils
smart.
and purification go to kill any bacteria that's just there in your armpit. Yeah, and so same as the Thieves toothpaste, it will actually do the same thing. So you can use the Thieves toothpaste as a cleanser, as a purifier, a detoxer.
Out of the
Yeah.
bottle, or do you
Yeah, you can
dilute it?
just Thieves toothpaste, a little dime size
No,
thing here, rub it around.
not the toothpaste, the purification.
Oh, yes, the purification. I just put it in my armpit. I don't dilute it. If it stings a little bit though, because of the lemongrass oil in it, you may want to dilute it, like with some V6 mixing oil or coconut
You know,
oil.
you know what I love about that too is that if you are somebody that gets razor bumps, when you say shave your underarms, you can get some people get razor bumps or ingrown hair. And
Mhm.
many times also that's caused because of bacteria. And so it makes me wonder, Elizabeth, if using purification under your arms when you get out of the shower, if that
Mhm.
maybe wouldn't help somebody that gets that underarm irritation. Now I'm curious if like somebody just private message me. I won't tell anybody who you are. If you're one of those people, try it. I would love to
Yeah,
know if it works.
yeah, yeah. Another blend I would recommend is Melrose because Melrose, some of the oils in it, I hope I can say this, the single oils have been tested to be antifungal. So bacterial and fungal type of things. Yeah,
They've
is
been
very
they've been
soothing to the
traditionally
skin.
known to kill fungus.
There we go. Traditionally known to kill fungus.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, I love that little sidetrack. That was fun, you guys. Ah, okay, back to it. Here we
But
go.
this is what Wednesday Wisdom is all about, y'all.
Oh, it is. Absolutely is.
Oh,
Um,
Elizabeth, you
yes.
have you have a little hack that you do when traveling because we don't have the Bon Voyage pack anymore. Would you
hmm
mind sharing that? Because I found it really helpful and I felt less guilty for packing up my Young Living products in a way that got them through TSA.
Well, actually, what I love to do is if you go to Walmart or your local convenience store in their travel sections, they have a packet that's about this big and it is a zipper pouch. So I like to, yes, for us women, we have our makeup bags and guys, have different bathroom bags and such, but I still do like an extra thing because sometimes bottles will leak. So I do get one of those, like a clear zipper pack thing to put all of my liquid bottles in. And I do just buy the 99-cent bottles and I put my shampoo in there, my conditioner, my body wash, and that's a way that you can enjoy all three bottles if you want. But there is one more hack. If you're doing short term, try the Shutron 3-in-1 shampoo, body wash, conditioner. It actually works really good. Like I have washed my hair successfully for an entire week with the Shutron 3-in-1.
That's a
So
really great
really
tip,
on
honey. What a
one
great
thing, you
tip.
just get their little 3-ounce one, not the big one, but get the
Mhm.
little 3-ounce one. You can do that. Yep. I
A
think
great
that was
tip,
the
honey.
hack you were going after, Beverly. Was
Yeah,
there
absolutely.
another one?
And I also got a waterproof zip bag to put those things in for my carry-on, just in case one explodes. Like I know you can use just a Ziploc, right? But I
Mhm.
got one of those reusable ones, and that has been really beneficial too, because then you can just leave it in your travel case and you don't have to worry about it. And if something opens, you can just wash the whole thing. So
Yeah.
putting it into those 3-ounce bottles and then putting it into a zip waterproof pouch or like a reusable Ziploc
Mhm.
bag definitely really helps.
Hmm. Yes, yes, absolutely. And like I usually take up 2 of the Ningxia Red packets with me on an airplane or like in a car because I know I usually like to take 2 a day. And so I do always put those in as a black baggie. Rarely have they ever opened, but if they did, you just don't want that getting all over everything. Um, yeah, there's so many travel things and travel tips. Here's what's really cool. We do have this document here, and I have to stop share. Okay, hold on just a minute here. And hmm, hmm, let me see. Ah, here we go. Okay, can you guys see this now?
Yes.
Good, good, good. So here's just fun things, of course, your must-haves of things to wear, right? But um, things for your out and about bag. So we can go ahead and post this on the Royal Dream Team. You don't have to write down everything, but
Oh, that's
this,
great, honey. Let's post it.
Oh, isn't this
yeah.
wonderful? You guys, for my packing, this is what I used. And even though we'll be gone for 14 days, we decided that we're just gonna pack 5 outfits because we have laundry everywhere that we're going. And let me tell you, this was absolutely amazing because I could just hand it to my children and be like, hey, fill in your ideas, make sure you have all of the stuff on the left, and then fill out your
Mhm.
outfit ideas. And especially for us women that may be carrying a lot of accessories with us, those 5 outfit ideas are fantastic. But for the kids, it got them to think about things like average temperature, which, by the way, in Colorado still, it's quite chilly. So just throwing that out there.
Yes, yes. Oh, I doubt you'll get any snow, but maybe. You're
I've
crazy.
seen it. I've seen it when I lived there. It'd be late May and there'd be 18 inches on the ground for, a day or so.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Arapahoe Basin used to stop on June 5th. One year I was there, I literally went snowboarding June 2nd. So we're not even there yet. It was fun. It was fun. Well, here's a thought. Who likes to be out and about and your tummy starts hurting and then it just wrecks the whole rest of the night? None of us want that. So, 2 of the wonderful essential oils from Young Living, peppermint and digize. You guys, these both come in the regular bottles and as vitality oils. So, we can use them topically and we can also take them internally. This is, here's a great recipe. So, what what's fun is having something like the Happy Belly roller with your digize and your peppermint in it means that you just already have those 2 combined. Or you just have both of those single oils in your to-go kit because you know you might use them both at separate times, right? You like to add peppermint to your water and you might just want digize by itself. But if you want to do a roller, here's a great recipe of your 15 drops of digize and 10 drops of peppermint in a 10 milliliter roller bottle. and put those drops in there and then fill it up with B6 carrier oil. What I love about adding peppermint to digize is it tones down the aroma of digize a bit. Some people love the smell. Some really do not love the smell. And I'm in the not a fan of the smell category. But does it work? 110%. So I keep my Digize Vitality with me and my little traveling first aid and some empty capsules because I will take a few drops of Digize in the capsule. Sometimes I'll add some coconut oil or olive oil. That helps. Once you've taken it, it helps you to not burp up the taste. So there's a tip. Write that down. Adding a little carrier oil to your capsule of Digize Vitality or your capsule of oil will help it stay down in your tummy so you don't taste it. The reason I love doing capsules is because you don't taste it and you don't smell it, other than just having to get it in the capsule and take it. So there's the two suggestions for a happy tummy time is to just support our digestion. You know, how many times have we been out and about and eating things that we don't normally eat or eating a little more than we normally do and just need some support in that way? So just trust me when I say you do not want to be without Digize. Like if I could put a big red sticker on your travel list, it'd be like Digize. Because it has, I want to say it saved me so many times, but it has just enhanced my travel experience so many times. And those folks that I know. And the thing is, if you don't have it, you don't have it. What are you going to do? There's some other remedies out there, but honestly, keep your Digize with you. Okay, moving on. Did I make my point? Let's see here. So now let's jump into just really quickly things like going on a hike, things like your knees are a little sore, your back's a little sore, etc. These two, you've probably heard of them. Deep Relief Roll-On is such a convenient way to just soothe and relieve your joints. And you can use it on your back, on your neck, on your shoulders, on your legs, on your feet. I mean, you name it. Keep it out of your eyes and don't put it on any really sensitive areas. But same thing with Panaway. It just comes in the dropper bottle. And there is a difference between these two oils, which I won't go into now because you could do a little bit of your own research on the Young Living website. But these are the two best ones. And I'm going to add in one more, which is Aroma Seas, because this is like the trifecta: Deep Relief, Panaway, and Aroma Seas. If you wanted to add one more to it, it would be the Cool Azul Pain Cream, and that would be the foursome trifecta. If somebody says, what is good for relieving joint pain, for soreness, stiffness, all those sorts of things, eventually, you'll probably enjoy having all four of those in your oil stash, but you'll figure out which ones work best for what type of a thing. So there we go. And then we all want a good night's sleep. So here's a cool tip that we used to do before there was traveling diffusers. Now Young Living has traveling diffusers, and some that even are battery powered and you can charge them and you don't need a plug. But if you're in a hotel room, or well, we'll go with that, you know, something that has like a window unit that is pushing out air, right? Take a cotton ball or even a wad of toilet tissue or a Kleenex if you need to, put a few drops of your essential oil and stick it right in the air vent. Because as the air is on, it is acting as a diffuser for your essential oil to get throughout the room. That is like one of the simplest things to do. Another thing you could do is like a cotton ball around a fan blade and let that do its job. Now, I'm a huge advocate of diffusers, but if you're just looking for like, what can I use without bringing all the things, there's some ideas for like your lavender, adding the fresh floral scent. The cedar wood is like really helpful for getting our bodies into that restful state. And then valerian. Some love the smell of it, some not so much, but it is a great sleep support. So,
I love the valerian. I've been playing with that one lately. Just putting
mhm.
it on my feet before I go to sleep. And I'm telling you, I didn't used to use valerian, you guys, because I don't like the scent, right? It kind of smells like feet, actually. But I had read, so we've been reading our way through the supplement field guide book, and valerian is one of the oils that's in one of our sleep supplements. And it talked about how valerian really does a great job of allowing your mind and your brain to calm down. So if you're
Mm,
having trouble sleeping because you just can't shut your brain off,
mm.
valerian is actually known to be able to do that, to calm your thoughts. So I just popped valerian on the bottoms of both of my feet. And let me tell you this, I typically stay away from essential oils that help me sleep because they're way too effective, right? So it's like I'll
Mm.
use them on the bottoms of my feet, but when I wake up, I'm a little groggy. It takes me a little while to get going, okay? Valerian is the only essential oil that I have used for sleep that didn't give me a groggy morning. So I'm just
Oh,
throwing
that's
that
really
out there.
yeah.
Also using essential oils to help your circadian rhythm get like back into rhythm if you are traveling time zones, great way to do that. Like bring your valerian with you or your lavender or your cedar wood for one side, bring your energy or your joy oil or your citrus fresh blend for the other side, and you can really help your circadian rhythm kind of stay on beat with that.
That's awesome. Well, and we know the amazing Terry Seacrest loves her lavender at night.
That she does.
I think
Yeah.
she would pay $100 for a bottle of lavender if she ran out. She
Yeah,
loves
I've
her
been known.
lavender just that much.
I love it so much.
Oh, well, okay, let's see here. We have two more things, but I really want to get to a few recipes, you guys. So check out this um, DIY Be Well roller. Honestly, this has so many great oils in it. Our thieves, of course, but lemon, frankincense, oregano, tea tree, thieves, and peppermint. So if you were to make this into a roller and you really only wanted like one or maybe a few, let's say 5 things you're taking with you, this would be one of them. This is a great thing. If you just think of what thieves is useful for with supporting an overall healthy immune system,
Mhm.
and peppermint. Um, Goodness, all of these are just wonderful. So try that roller out. And then here are, the aspect of just being calm, being able to relax wherever we're at is important. And I know personally, like when life is busy and then I go somewhere, it takes a little while to wind down unless I enjoy one of these oils. And I have a few other favorites, but Peace and Calming does just what it says. Stress Away does just what it says. And Valor is one of our most popular essential oils because, especially for guys, because of the black spruce, camphor, blue tansy, frankincense, and geranium. It's very grounding, but it really does give you that feeling of having valor, like I can go conquer the world right now, whatever it is. Maybe put some valor on before you go pack your car before a road trip type of thing. But check these out because um, truly for me, what they've done is just help me be able to get into the mood and let go of all the other stuff that is
Mm.
bogging my mind down,
Mm.
etc.
That's good.
And so check those out. Okay. And Essential Rewards is absolutely wonderful. So if you are wanting to save the most um, financially on your Young Living products, I highly recommend having your monthly loyalty rewards order go out because you're getting 24% off retail pricing, plus your 10 to 25% back in rewards. And I just tell everybody, set an alarm on your phone the day of your order. It's going to go out at 12:01 a.m. Mountain Time. So go ahead and be sure to change your order like 2 days before your actual order date, and set up PV Assist so that you make sure if something goes out of stock that PV Assist will just add something else in there, and you'll always be able to keep your order, above the PV amount that you want, maybe to get the free gift with purchase, which is also great. On loyalty rewards, you earn something at 100 PV, 200, and 300 PV. So those are the blessings of loyalty rewards. And oh my goodness. Okay. So
Hey, Elizabeth, would you mind showing us that slide again where you had the Be Well roll on? Because I'd like to comment on that and take a picture of it. Thinking
sure.
about, it was about 3 or 4 slides ago. Um,
Yes. Okay.
Thinking about our trip to Europe coming up, we
Mm-hmm.
have extremely limited suitcase space because we
Mm-hmm.
have drivers that have vans that can only take so much luggage. So we only get one luggage and no carry-on. So what I think is amazing, I'm going to take a picture of this, honey. What I think is amazing in this formula that you have presented is this 10 drops of oregano. I was going to bring my big, huge bottle of oregano, but now that I'm seeing this formula, I think I'm going to make this up instead.
I would recommend it. I think this is a great mixture.
Yeah,
A
I
great
love this, honey.
immune
Great,
system
great idea. And
support.
then the tea tree is powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a great thing for traveling. So you don't have all these big, huge bottles in your suitcase.
Yes. 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 Absolutely.
Great job,
So
Elizabeth.
thank you. But guess what? We're not done. We have a
Ah,
few recipes. We have some recipes. So here's the beautiful thing is after Wednesday Wisdom is done, I'm going to compile a list of links to some blogs and where you can find some of these great summer recipes, because we love all our Young Living products, but if we can take the vitality oils and actually add them to what we're eating and drinking, that just adds the extra flavor of spring, I think. So
love that.
let's check this out, which is, I'm going to make sure I'm on the right link here first. Okay. So what is so beautiful is if you go to youngliving.com/blog, that is actually where all of Young Living's blogs are created by the company. And they love it when we just go there and enjoy all of their content. So what I'm going to do is take us there right now. And this is where we're at. And so what I love to do is once you're at the Young Living blog, I just go ahead and type in the search. And so what I did is I typed in recipe, because it goes ahead and populates all the different blogs where there's some great recipes. So check this one out. Watermelon, such a beautiful summer dish, right? Summer fruit. And so here's what's really cool is if we wanted to, for instance, make, let's see, what is this? Watermelon lime vitality sherbet. So there is a sherbet recipe with your watermelon cubes, some whipped cream, and some vitality. And then you're actually going to freeze it overnight. And so there's a fun sherbet recipe. You've got a recipe for watermelon pizza, which is my all-time favorite. And this is going to include your lemon and your lime vitality. So I'm just showing you this as a resource, not to actually talk through each recipe right now, but watermelon cucumber salad. So check out Young Living's blog. It's just youngliving.com/blog, and you can find their blogs there. Now,
So many good recipes there.
yeah, so many good ones. So this one is 3 delicious essential oil infused marinades. And we talked about marinades, so I thought I would go ahead and just find the ones that Young Living has. Um, what's fun is I have a whole document on my phone with marinades. The challenge is I didn't make time to create pretty graphics with them yet. So I may share those recipes, but they wouldn't look very visually appealing for our Wednesday Wisdom time. So I'm not sharing all of them, but they're out there and I will.
Just so great, honey, that these are right on the Young Living website.
They are.
So
Absolutely.
great.
And you guys, these would be so great to just text message to your friends. If you're gonna do a barbecue, you're like, hey guys, we're grilling, right? I really want to do like a citrus spicy marinade for some skewer sticks on the grill. And they go, okay, that sounds great. You're gonna bring the marinade, right? Yeah, totally. And you go ahead and make up your marinade and you take it over there. So this has orange, lemon, and ginger vitality. How totally awesome is that? And then this is a really good one. Okay, so Mediterranean grill. This guy, absolutely love it. You've got your oregano, your lemon, and your black pepper mixed with some Greek yogurt, 3 cloves of garlic, red wine vinegar, and a cup of olive oil. So this type of marinade would be delicious on pork, lamb, or chicken. This is closer, kind of more like your white meat, a marinade.
Yes, I actually just did this one, and
Really?
I think that it was fantastic. So I've made it to where I only marinate it for an hour, and then I've made it to where I marinate it overnight. If you do it
Mm.
overnight, you guys, your chicken
Oh.
is absolutely delightful, and it tastes very much like kind of like a shawarma kind of a
Mhm.
chicken. I've only ever done it with chicken, but absolutely delicious. And if you have one of those pans that have the spike in the middle, I don't know what you call it, but you actually like shove your chicken on like the kebab spike and you bake it
Oh,
in a
yeah.
stack. It's so good.
Yeah, absolutely. Bev, I'm so glad you made it and enjoyed it. Ah. Do you have any recipes that you want to share that might not be on here yet?
Well, I mean, your mom
Just
has a
any
delightful
tips
vinaigrette.
for cooking?
Yeah.
Yes. So the amazing Terry Seacrest has 2. Well, you have multiple salad dressing recipes in here, but
Mhm.
I found 2 of them.
Yeah, there's
What?
about 4 in there. Yeah, it's just, and the thing is, there's no wrong way to do it, because if you just think about the vitality oils, there's no wrong way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
just play around with it.
Wouldn't you say, Mom, that if someone thinks of a flavor that they normally use, like with a spice,
Hmm.
we will probably have it as an essential oil,
Yes, I would
like
agree with that. Yeah, yes.
black pepper, oregano, thyme,
Hmm.
cinnamon bark, clove, nutmeg, lemongrass, even lavender, like lavender lemonade. There's a great lavender lemonade recipe by Young Living on their blog, so check it out. Just type in lemonade and that one will pop up for you.
You know, something a lot of us don't think about, Elizabeth, is that we actually have the essential oil of parsley,
Mm-hmm.
cilantro, and you're
Yeah.
thinking, oh man, why would I want to use that? Well, the other day I was out of cilantro, and so the recipe called for cilantro, so I used my cilantro oil, and it was fantastic. It added exactly the flavor I needed. And your parsley, these are blood cleansers. Oh my goodness. Parsley and cilantro will cleanse your blood. So having those on hand is great, especially if you run out of the dried herbs and you don't want to run to the store.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And last but not least, we use the toothpick method. You know, if you're making a big recipe of something, chances are you may use a drop of oil and then test it. But if you're worried it'll be too strong, take your toothpick and just swirl it around the top of the bottle and then stir it into your recipe, and that may be enough. Things like oregano are
Could I
very
ask
strong.
Elizabeth, could somebody put it in the chat if they love venison? Does anybody love well-prepared venison? We did, out of my cookbook, we did the beef and broccoli pies the other day. However, Elizabeth had beautiful fresh venison because we have a lot of deer in Texas. And she made this up. You marinated that venison overnight. We made
I
that
did.
the beef and broccoli pie recipe. We used 2 drops of oregano, 2 drops of thyme, and 2 drops of black pepper oil. And
Mhm.
it was just a huge success. I forgot to tell you, Bev, but it was a huge success with venison.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So if you think of the flavor profile that you want, whether it's kind of the taste of Italy or you want a little smoky barbecue flavor, whatever, just grab those oils that you like. And meat, I actually love avocado oil because avocado oil, no matter what temperature you cook it, if you grill it at a really high heat or if you're pan sauteing something, you can use your avocado oil. So for venison, because it doesn't have much fat in it, I actually took the avocado oil. You can put your essential oils of choice in there, add a little bit of salt, and just mix it in with like your hamburger meat and let it sit overnight. 1 or 2 nights is great to just let it seep into the meat. And then because it has some of the avocado oil in there, you cook it at a low heat for a long period of time. And that even allows the flavor to seep in more, and it just takes out all the gaminess. So it took me a good 6 months to learn how to cook venison so that it wasn't gamey and it was nice and moist. But that's my expert tip, is low and slow for hamburger meat or even hamburgers on the grill type of thing. Now, if you're doing steaks and you're the type of person that likes a medium to a medium rare for grilling, for instance, some of my guy friends said, Elizabeth, crank it up as high as you can do it and put those steaks on there for 3 minutes per side and you're done. So we tried that and it turned out well. I had marinated those steaks with a similar marinade overnight. And what we did is just got the grill up to about 400 degrees, put the steaks on there, and they were about 1 inch steaks by about 4 inches. So not huge, but all nice and marinated. I did about 4 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the other side, and that was your medium cook of a steak. Now, if you want it longer, you can cook it a little longer or slower and much longer, and you're going to get your different tenderness. But whew, it was so good. So thank you for
That sounds
mentioning
really
that.
good.
I know we are at our end of time, but don't fret because truly, I'm going to post a great list of these links and you can just dive in and find lots more recipes, as well as like a blog that I wrote with all of the summer tips in there. So you can use all those as resources later. Uh,
Awesome. Thanks, Elizabeth.
Thank
yeah,
you,
well,
honey. That
thank
was
you
so
everyone
informative.
for
Thank
joining.
you.
That was great. So
You know,
let's, I
it
guess,
definitely
go
like,
ahead and take
sorry,
us
go ahead.
away, get us ready for book club, Beverly.
Yes, absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you guys for everybody coming on. I will be gone the next 2 weeks, and I am definitely going to be missing everybody for the next two Wednesday Wisdoms. So I'm happy we
Miss
got to
you
spend this
too.
time together.
I will miss you.
But come back next week for Wednesday Wisdom. We also are going to be doing a new member orientation, followed by, if you liked the How to Make $300 with Young Living Wednesday Wisdom that we did, June the 5th, we're going to be doing that at night. We're going to make it a night class, and it's going to be a combo class, okay? So invite your new members to come. as well as come and learn how to make $300 with your Young Living business. It will be June the 5th at 9 p.m. Eastern time is when we're going to do that class, and we'll get that link posted for you. So, so Terry, thank you so much for being on. Is there
Yeah.
any closing statement you want to make while we head into book club?
I just love learning from you girls. It just shows you that, you guys have far surpassed me, and I'm learning from you, and I love it. Love it. Love both of you.
Not
Thank
at all.
you.
I tell everybody, you guys, you just have to listen to Terry for like 5 minutes. She drops so many golden nuggets. Like, just follow her around with the notebook for like a day. You'll you'll learn so much.
You know what we
Thank you,
here's what
ladies.
was interesting.
Brilliant
If
as
we did,
always.
oh yes, Mia.
Yeah, go ahead.
See you next time.
Okay,
See you
bye.
next
Thank you. Bye.
time.
All right, everyone who is staying, grab your one gift book. This live link is going to end our live stream, and then this Zoom is going to become Leadership Book Club. So grab your book, and we will see you on Leadership Book Club.
Thank you, Beverly. I'm gonna run in the other room and grab my book.